Hello everyone, and in this video I will try to explain how I created this nice melting metal liquid effect in Cinema 4D. So let's start. First I created a sphere with 300 of segments and 50 centimeters size. So then I added a displacer from this tab. Here's the displacer, and I added a noise shader here in shading tab, and just this noise. So let's open this one, and here almost no changes, just the noise type of gaseous and 1 octaves, so make it less complex for this noise type. Change a global scale to 500 and the scale by x-axis, and the last one is cycle. So let's go to the displacer and object tab. Here's the strength of the noise, 41%, and height. Height always depends on the sphere size, so if you have more or less sphere size, you can change to higher height or lower. And in the noise shader also the animation speed was changed. So let's try to check how to change the shape of the sphere. So I just found this 16 frame that I like it for this composition. So the next I added some subdivision surface with 2 subdivision, and that's all for sphere. For the shape I used the Corona render engine for these images. You can use any of your render you have experience. I just created the sky object from standard Cinema 4D sky. That is how HDRI works in Corona render, and then just created a material with the base layer or the diffuse layer, and then edit the random gradient. So you just click here and gradient, then open it and add some points like grayscale, black, white, some gray, just a random. No need to think here, just create something random. No need to create so many points, it's just an exploration. And I place this one to this sky object. Then I opened this sky and rotated. Maybe it's 30 minutes of exploration to find this nice looking, and nothing else. This is the first layer I created. The next layer is the layer for watches. This gradient lighting don't work for watches, so I used another lighting for watches. So let's hide this. Open this one and hide this sphere. We don't need it. So I rendered the watches on a different layer, and the watches have this HDRI lighting, and I added a few additional light sources, this and this. Let's hide this HDRI. So this to lighting is just for watch face and this side part. And the last layer I created, it was the layer of the reflection. I added a compositing tag, so I just added this tag on watches. Here the watch, and seen by camera, hide this one, use it as the HDRI for watches, and seen by reflections, and as you can see, the reflections is very bad. So I just hide this sphere and edit just a plane, and this plane, and this is reflection, so you can see it. This is reflection of the watch, but it is just the plane. I have chrome material. Let's open Photoshop, and here not so many layers, just one adjustment. Let's see. The first is the basic layer of sphere is on transparent background and the black background behind. And the next one is the watches on the different layer, so it's also rendered on transparent background. And the next one is the reflection. As you can see here, just a big reflection, and I wanted to place it on this straight, almost straight shape to make it very realistic. So I just use it a gradient like here, like here, and nothing else. That's a final image. Let's open another scene. This is just the plane. Instead of the sphere, the plane have 200 segments and 400 centimeters. The displacer also, this one absolutely the same, gaseous, cycles too. No animation speed, but you can also add the animation speed.